Good evening and welcome to Daily Debrief from the Bangkok Post, your weekday summary of the day's most popular stories. Here are the top stories on March 2nd, 2022. The most popular story today is a story about how to scrap PCR tests and Thailand pass. Hoteliers want to scrap their rt-pcr testing requirement along with the Thailand pass because the Russian invasion of Ukraine has darkened the tourism outlook to such an extent that the industry might attract only 10% of the pre-pandemic arrival numbers. Chairman of global hotel operator Minor International said, Thailand finally rebounded after 2 years of the pandemic, but at a slow pace. If the country really wants to move forward, the government must lift the restrictions immediately. He said, Thai tourism in the second quarter could be better given huge pent-up demand known as revenge travel, which would go to waste if the government does not simplify the rules. And the government should acknowledge the only course that can help hoteliers and employees is to fully open the borders, as Thailand lags behind competitors despite being the first to reopen the region. The Minor International chairman said, Thailand should follow the lead of other countries, such as the US, UK, much of Europe, the Philippines, the Middle East, and even Cambodia, which are completely open to tourists. The second trending story is called Neutral on Russian and Ukraine, says Prayut. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has insisted Thailand will maintain its neutrality in the Russian-Ukraine conflict. He also said that we need to be composed and make decisions carefully. Thailand must maintain a neutral stance and bring Thais in Ukraine back home quickly. General Prayut insisted that Thailand has to follow ASEAN's stance on the matter, which the ASEAN foreign ministers issued a statement calling the dialogue among parties concerned in the Ukraine crisis, saying, We call on all relevant parties to exercise maximum restraints and make utmost efforts to pursue dialogue through all channels, including diplomatic means, to contain the situation. The third hottest story is a story about police don't believe Tangmo witnesses. Police are not convinced by statements given by 5 people on the speedboat with TV actress Tangmo or Nida Patcharatvirapong when she fell overboard to her death. At this point, the cause of death is found to be drowning. To determine what actually caused her to fall into the river, whether it was herself or someone else, will take time. As for the statements given by the 5 people on the boat, police aren't totally convinced. Among the 5 other people on the boat, Mr. Thanupat Lerthaviwit, the boat owner, and Mr. Paiboon Traikanjananan, the driver, were charged with operating an unlicensed vessel and negligence leading to death. And that is all from us for now. Thanks for listening to the Bangkok Post, the world's window to Thailand. Stay tuned for more. Be sure to keep up with all the latest news on bangkokpost.com website and other channels like Line, Facebook, YouTube. Until next time, Bangkok Post, out!